Mangiare. Bonsoir.
Hello, sweetheart.
Mm, mm, mm. Thanks.
Thank you.
Mm. Hi.
Hello.
Anything that wants to be spoken? Good. Judith.
Um, yeah, I raised my hand again because I saw that there was still this doing before, you know, doing, and it was not so on the foreground because less stressy, but it was still going on, like how to do. Yeah.
Look, that's been a conditioning, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good that you're seeing it. It's, I mean, it's just like, but if you really look, in this moment, somehow the heart's beating, the food is digesting, new cells are being made, hair is growing, nails are growing. I mean, skin is replacing itself, bones are replacing itself. And so who's doing all this? You know, it's like, there's just a conditioned sense of a doer, that's all. It's just a funny remnant, you could say. But it's, you really look for the doer, you can't find, or try and find the doer. You can see thoughts coming and you look, who's thinking? Is it me that's thinking? If you think it's you that's thinking, just try to stop for 5 minutes, you'll see. Thinking just happened. Yeah.
And is it important to see why this is happening? You know, like, is this just a wrong thinking, a wrong idea?
You know, to me, we never know why.
Mm.
So we can try, but you know, the doesn't bring anything. It's
just to see this is
this is it. Here we are.
Yeah.
These sensations, there's these automatic movements happening. Nobody's doing them.
Yeah.
It appears sometimes that there's somebody.
Yeah.
Opinions, judgments happen, positions. And then you look, wow, what a bunch of, they just made it, it's all made up, you know. Right, wrong, good, bad, success, failure.
Yeah. Different, the same, you know, learning, progression. Yeah. Now it feels so much more relaxed. Yeah.
It's simple, like I would say, simple recognition that it's okay to just enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, just so simple, just wow. Right.
Yeah, and now you don't have to work for
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe just enjoy nails are growing. You know, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life is lifing.
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many ideas here, like, oh, first there has to release a lot, and then I have to learn this. Yeah.
You can see they're just thoughts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and at the same time, life is still going on. That's the funny thing. Nails are still growing.
mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, now I don't know if I'm enjoying now. No, not totally. I think okay. So
Yeah, even though that enjoying be such a thing, it's just a, it's like it seems for me is what does enjoying mean? Is what's involved in enjoying? I mean, we can listen to a piece of music and we say, oh, it's beautiful. But the actual enjoying is just something in us receives it in a way. It has nothing to do with the music. Yeah, it just has to do with how it's met in the moment. Same thing with, whatever your thing that you like is, whether it's cigars or wine or a joint or chocolate or music. I mean, it doesn't, there's just some things where something in us goes, nice, I like it. So what's involved in that?
yeah,
Something just goes, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's also permission.
Missions that you're allowed to,
Yeah,
'cause-
feeling free for enjoying.
yeah,
And safe.
and safe, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And something, I mean, it seems like somehow instead of resistance, I used to call it drinking and kissing, being drinking the moment and, like with a cat, if you ever stroke a cat, there's some point where it likes it and then it kind of leans back into the stroking. It's like that, kissing back kind of thing. So,
But that's also not something you can do.
no, but it's a possibility, you could say.
Yeah.
It's not a doing really, it's just recognizing that it's okay. It's okay to enjoy this moment. And then the question is, how much are we allowed to enjoy this moment? Can we enjoy it totally? Or is there something hold back? No, I'm not going to enjoy this moment fully because it's not the way I think it should be or something. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. So maybe enjoying is also natural in a way, the base.
I would say you look at young kids, they just
Yeah.
unless they have a stomach ache or something, they just everything, a little stick, a little anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also kind of the truth in a
Yeah.
way, the natural. Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh.
So to me, enjoying doesn't seem like a doing. It's just like the recognition. There doesn't have to be a problem. There doesn't have to be An idea that it could be different or it should be different.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Katrin. Hey.
Hey. We have two computers here in the moment.
Oh, shit.
No worries. Yeah.
So now it works.
No,
No?
it's nicht. Just a second, Isaac.
No problem. I hear you and see you perfectly from my end. So no, I don't hear you. Oh, now I hear you.
Yeah. Now it's
Cool.
it works. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. I this morning I had a phone call with one of my sisters, and she's kind of really, she bought a house, an old house, and she has no idea about renovation and reconstruction, really old house. And everyone thought, me included, this is totally crazy. And now she found an architect who's helping her and who is working for free. And, you know, and sometimes I really have the feeling there's a benevolent force that wants us to be like, supports us, or in a way carries us. And it's, the only thing is we have to step out of the way. It's you couldn't think of something like that. It's again and again. It's so such a miracle. I mean, it's, you would say that's yeah, unrealistic. Or and it's such a spark in there, you know, just out of the yeah, it was her heart that decided in a way, and there's so much support then. I don't know, it's crazy. Like I'm thinking so often, and it's just, I mean, if it's a pleasure, okay, you know, I think, but it's actually doesn't make much sense. And then
we just don't know. That's the bottom line.
yeah, we also talked about our kids, like being grandparents, and like all these really strange things happening in the relationships and the breakups and the everything. Yeah, you just can, yeah, just can watch it in a way, and yeah, that's, yeah, no. And enjoy it in a way, enjoy the little ones that are so beautiful, fresh and curious, and yes. And yeah. Yeah, just it's the spark that's still in there. It's all unknown. Plans for the future.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment, it looks like I'm getting on a plane in about a week.
Oh.
But even there, I go, well, let's see if it happens or not. You know, it's like, it's just so out of my hands, I could say.
Yeah. And the mind still tries to figure something out. And yeah.
It's so funny, you know, I made these plans. Okay, I've got this retreat in Western Australia, then retreat in Yonatan. Then I'm going to see my kids and grandkids on Maui. And then they told me they're not 100% sure they'll be on Maui. And oh, wow, okay.
Sorry, what?
They're not 100% sure that they're going to be on Maui.
Okay.
They're not. So, yeah, somehow their lives are getting caught up. So, and I go, okay, well, who knows what that's good for, you know? I mean, I can either buy another whole ticket and just come home, or because those tickets I bought are non-refundable, I can't change them. It's just like they are. Or I go and I just have a 3-week retreat on Maui without anybody there, you know? It's just like, that's nutty. Life.
Yeah.
Funny.
Let's see if we will meet then.
Yeah, yeah. That's all. That's the next step.
I would go.
Hey.
I come.
Ideas come and go. Thoughts come and go. I mean, wow. And nothing remains, actually.
Thing remains.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Judith. Hey,
Hey, Isaac, I'd like to sit with you. There's lots of stress going on right now. My system. I'd like to calm down a bit.
cool. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So, you know, with stress, there's just an idea that something's more important than peace.
Still, it
In
happens.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, and it happens. Somehow our attention gets fixated in a certain way, and then suddenly there's pressure, and
Mm.
we forget that it's just a joke.
Oh, really? My body is not very comfortable. I broke my wrist, and I also have fevers, but sometimes I think, is it stress or is it fever, colds? It's hard to just to relax and heal at this moment. So and I can't do much. I have a vegetable garden, and I was supposed to go there. Some people want to help me. That's very nice. But now today I wrote that I couldn't come. And then they said, okay, but if you don't do anything, then it'll all go very grassy, and then it doesn't help anymore, and your neighbors are not happy with it, and well, I can't do anything. So
Yeah.
I called the lady and I said, okay, this is not helping, and she didn't understand, but she's worried about a lot of gardens that not people visit, so, and it feels like it's projecting out on me,
Yeah.
throwing it
So
at
it's okay.
me. Well,
Yeah.
well, I can't
So
do
you-
anything, and I want to do
Yeah.
things, but I can't. So
So that's just how it is.
yeah, it just feels good to speak it. So thank you for bearing with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like, it's often like that in life, you know, we want to do something we can't.
Mm.
Sometimes that upsets people, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, this is what can you do? Enjoy what an interesting circumstance. There's a garden you love and you can't do anything in it.
It's a funny thing to love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Sure, I love peace, and gets clouded. That's it. Yeah.
in a way, life is like when we were children, we'd go to the beach and we'd build these sand castles and have fun, and then the ocean would wipe them away. Or we'd break it ourselves. And, like we're here for just a,
Mm.
and then
Better enjoy. Yeah.
You just, I mean, it's just like this.
Mm. And, I know you've had a lot of challenges with the body, and it's now getting better, and I'm really
Yeah, since I found out by luck that and I got a pacemaker, and now I'm not blacking out anymore. And
Mm.
yeah, I still have, the body's doing its dance. It has blood sugar issues and blood pressure issues, but I'm so unconcerned. Just,
Mm.
yeah.
But you feel it, huh? So you feel.
No,
No, you
I
don't.
don't.
feel
The
uncomfortable?
blood sugar,
Mm.
diabetes, and blood pressure. Unless it's extreme, you don't notice it.
Oh, okay. So you.
Supposedly damage is happening in the background, but what?
So your body feels comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my body often doesn't, and then it's really so distracting just to go back to peace.
Yeah, like, what I see with discomfort is like, if the attention goes there with resistance, then of course the discomfort gets terrible.
Mm.
But if somehow the habit is, okay, it is just like it is for this period of time now. I mean, when the blackouts were happening, it was such a, how could I say, it's like I literally didn't know. I
Mm.
could be sitting and next second I'm out. And I didn't know if I would get up again, so it was like, okay, that was just how it was then. And like I could be upset about it and suffer, or just, okay.
Mm. You like
That's what this
consciousness.
body's do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I'd fall and hurt myself. I mean, it is like, okay, what
Nice example.
I was really lucky. I never broke any bones, but I mean, I smashed my head, and a few things have happened. I mean,
Mm. Thank you, Isaac. Thanks.
yeah, thanks.
Mm.
Marina.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Marina.
The systems. Yeah, it's felt very there's either a feeling of depression or there's a feeling of anxiety, and it goes from one extreme to another. And I know there's a wanting it to be different. Yeah, it's strong sensations. And my son's been having a hard time, and I know I kind of almost tune into what's going on with him and go into this, you know, round and round. Yeah. So I'd just like to sit with you for a bit.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You know, it's so interesting to watch how these different movements that kind of fool almost everybody. It's like we're here, we have just this moment, and then almost always hope comes in that something will happen that's going to make it better, or going to be, and it's, you know, it's appealing in a certain way, but then the other side of hope is hopelessness, and that's shows up as depression, or like, oh, don't, it's hopeless, you know, it's like, and so that cycle is just so, you know, like you read the news, all the crap that's going on, and you go, oh, wow, I hope it gets better or something, and then back into the drama, you know, into the wheel of, and, you know, it's sort of like, we have no idea what's going to happen. It's just, we just, and just watching this, like this capacity that's here, that moves into hope and hopelessness. You know, it's like whatever your son's happening in his journey, it's like, who knows what it's good for? Or, I mean, or, you know, it's just, we just don't know. Of course, it's, you know, if there was any possibility to assist, you would, but mostly we can't.
Yeah, I feel like I'm assisting him just sometimes to a degree.
Just hearing
when
love,
the love flow. And then when I go into, you know, the old patterns of
wanting to help,
and worry and hopeless, it's I know I'm helping him at all. I know that up here, but the system does a whole other.
But at this moment, you're laughing, you know, like that's all you know.
Yeah.
You know, something knows it. Something sees the joke of it, how these movements, automatic and conscious movements, come back again and again. And I mean, we would never do it consciously.
No.
Yeah, so you can just see it's unconscious, old information playing out. With luck, it gets seen, or, you know, I mean, because it's happening within the context, I could say, of this interest, you know, that's a major interest in your life. It's you know, then it has a chance that it does get seen just by, oh yeah, I remember we explored that, and the laugh comes, just like, wow, okay, or not. This is terrible. Why does it keep happening to me?
Yeah. That wanting it to be different is really tricky.
Yeah. You know, and then it's like, what do we want to be different? It's like, it relates to that automatic interpretation, because it just is like it is, and then so in the interpretation, oh, this is not good. And then that's what drives this thing of I want it to be different, but otherwise it just is. We don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know if anyone else does, but yeah.
And I can see too with my son, it's bringing him to his knees a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can see that, you know, that's, yeah, the bigger picture, that's not a bad thing. Yeah.
And you have moments where there's just love flow and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. And then there's moments where all patterns play. It's just like in all of us.
Yeah. It'd be nice if there was a magic formula for being able to
Sure. Yeah.
step back and just watch the happenings. It was like concrete in my chest. Heavy.
When we sit together, does your system calm down or get more activated?
Yeah, it feels calmer.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And without doing anything, it's not even a doing, it's just,
It's a little lighter. Yeah.
fantastic. So you can see whatever the darkness is, if it can change so quickly, I mean, in a matter of minutes, how real can it be? Just,
Thank you, Isaac.
Next meeting. Hans.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, Hans.
Can I sit with you for a moment?
Of course.
Because normally I'm in a kind of an observation state, but today it's more happening which is going on. Less resistance than normal.
Lucky.
Yeah. Strange, because sometimes I feel that my focus of attention is falling into all these sensations, and then I'm stuck again. And when it's gone, then it feels very supportive, or so very, supportive.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
So I just see how as this interest has progressed in me or continued, it's like there was a time of being interested in sensations and just watching if there was any resistance, and now it's not that interesting it just likes to rest and not be busy with anything. So
I start to feel that actually, yeah. For me, a key factor this week was that I saw that normally I was thinking that my resistance was coming from the information which was coming from the outside. I saw that the resistance was coming from my own sensations, actually reacting to the information was coming from the outside. So that was a different step inside me.
yeah, and then just like this question of inside and outside is a useful one to really look at. So we're here now, there's awareness. From the perspective of awareness, there is no inside and outside. That's referring to the bonding activity. And so that's what the conditioning has been, is to you know, like referring to this bonding activity as if it's separate from totality, and it's not. You know, so it's an interesting conditioning. It's like,
This can only be seen from out of this point of resting, actually. Otherwise, you can.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The habit, you could say the habit is looking from the sense of identification. And it's such a familiar habit, you know, it's like it's been so.
Strange, because it's something with my eyes as well, because when I'm looking from this other point, I can feel my eyes looking, and otherwise my eyes are looking. So it's a different perspective or so from which you come there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. It's so easy feeling to love as well. You can, love is not a doing anymore, it's not an effort anymore, it's just so normal happening.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, we're so used to also this what gets called love is this emotional roller coaster that is intense, and it's like it's projected, and it's like it's so far from unconditionality. It's always conditioned, and I love, I hate, I love, it goes backwards and forwards. And then there's just this love, but it's a very different quality. It's not trying to grab anything or hold anything, or yeah, just
No, and it's not busy with objects or persons or forms or.
yeah, exactly. And it's not busy with an imaginary sense of me.
No, exactly. Yeah, spirituality can be so strange there, because always looking for a kind of specific experience or special thing or magic moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice because the memories of my life are a little bit disappearing as well.
I know what you mean.
I was thinking about to have to love my life, but this is nonsense as well. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, you hear you have to love yourself. I go, wow, there are two yous. Is there you that can, you know, it's just ideas again. It's just like resting here. There is no loving patterns, or it's just like
Yeah, there is
resting, and there's love, and it's not conditional.
no I, there is no sense of I somewhere there. Ah, okay. Thanks.
Cool. Satyam.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Satyam.
Hey, man. Thanks for your attention. Like always, there's a lot I want to like talk to you for hours, but I know it's just another probably escape, or I don't know. But in seeing what I'm looking at is that this sense of I, which arises as a separate entity or whatever in the morning, this itself is identification, actually.
Hmm.
It's not that what is identifying with, but it's identification itself. You can't do anything about it. It's
Like, you know, in most of us, when waking up happens, like there's some thoughts that rise up. Okay, you know, what's happening today for me? You know, what do I have to remember today, or what's going on? So then there's some orientation and some already we're just with that already there's some sense of a me, and it's so familiar that it doesn't even, you know, it doesn't even register. Okay, well, this is identification. This is this. Okay, yeah. And within that, there's some sense of me that's steering the ship and all the stuff. You know, it's like, and yet we look deeply. Life is just happening, man. There's no steering wheel.
yeah. Jesus. Yeah. So in a way, in this moment, whatever is arising in my system, basically as waves on the ocean, basically there's no choice in whatsoever what is arising.
You know, it seems it's like in the background behind that, there's like a prioritizing that's habitual. You know, and it's like, okay, so, you know, it's like, it's interesting to really look at that prioritizing. You know, it's like somehow it's so taken for granted, like, you know, where the attention goes and how it runs and what it's running after. You know, so like, like if someone was a painter, like when, you know, the idea would be around, okay, what paints do I have? Do I have enough canvases and like this? And if someone was like a stained glass maker, then it's like, okay, my glass collection, and do I have enough solder and all that stuff? And the other people don't have that in their mind at all. It's just like, just,
Yeah.
for you how my guitar strings, are they old? Needed.
Yeah. I think there's a little fine line there where you say, oh, it's all happening, I'm not doing anything, but there is a certain priority or a certain kind of choice which probably we have where we put our attention on. Would you say agree to that?
The prioritizing that happens?
Yeah.
Do we choose that? Do we choose that?
That's a good one, yeah.
To
No,
me,
looking
it's
from, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, either it inclines towards that priority or not, really. It's,
Yeah. So it's like, and so somehow in all of us, there's been a recognition of, oh, there's an interest in peace and beauty and love. But you can see it's in many of us, it's not the biggest priority by any means. It's like our daily life is busy with such other stuff. If we're just looking at where our attention runs to and what it's busy with, and you go, okay, far out. Somehow, we're used to it. It's something that's probably been going on most of our lives.
I don't know why I'm saying this now. I think it's coming up. I think I put it out. I remember I'm sitting with Noel. I think you know the guy, Noel Boyd. Yeah, I'm sitting with him in Copenhagen in one of his meetings, and he's talking something, and I'm sitting at the back, and I start to laugh hysterically, like, and he seems to get pissed, and so he came over and he took a cushion and he went smack on my face, and he says, "You stop that." And then I say, "Oh, I'm not doing it." And he looked right into my eyes, said, "Then who's doing it?" So so there's a kind of a fine line where we do sometimes things and we can say, "Oh, I didn't do it." That's what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, but when he asked the question, like, who's doing it? Like right this moment now, who's doing? Where's the doer? Find the doer.
Yeah.
See if you can find it.
Yeah, I've been looking. You don't find this separate guy, but it does arise as a kind of a wave, and then the belief in it, and then it's that. Yeah, it's the belief that there is a separate doer, attachment to that doership. But in investigating, looking at it, you don't find it really.
Yeah.
You don't find nothing. It just happened. Yeah. So in one way we can say the day I woke up and this thought, this 10, and you said, so now when I look back in the memory, was I doing that? No, I wasn't. But so you can say it's all consciousness. The word consciousness, it's say that it is the doer. It's all that acting as a wave, basically.
It's fun to understand, but it's like there's an ocean. Waves happen on the ocean. Is the ocean doing the waves? I mean, it's like,
yeah, I think there I am a little bit. There's some sense that ocean is producing the waves somehow. Probably I'm really twisted.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It's a funny. It's fun to look. It's like
I'm just twisted. Fucking. I'm looking in a way. There's someone has to do this. It's hard for the system to that. No one is doing it, and some. So even in my system, I've given even an ocean as an entity that it's doing it.
Yeah. So like just there's trillions of cells in this bodying activity. Some bacteria, some parasites, some human stuff, all doing this very intricate dance. Like if you talk numbers, like I think it's 100 million new cells every second, and more than that, like dying, and it's like so much is going on in every cell. There's just, I don't know if you ever looked at any of those videos of a cell and all the stuff that's going on. And then there's a little activity going, should I have a cappuccino or a latte, that thinks it's in control of everything. It's like, it's nuts. It's just,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
cool, man.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you, Andrea, for hosting. Thanks, beloveds, for showing up. Next Tuesday is the last meeting for a little while, because on Thursday I start traveling. So, yeah, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, 3 more meetings. Love, peace, beauty. So.